Hello everybody, it is Thursday, the 21st of December. I want to think about the desire to have dominion inside of us, because it is a part of us. I don't know if we were created with it, because as the Bible tells you, man was created from the dust of the earth, so we are the dust creatures. We are the second creation, the one created from the dust. And then God breathed his life into us. That is his intention. His intention is to possess, to subdue, to rule over and have dominion. And if you look at the Sumerian texts, because it built its own system, obviously the pyramid system, that should serve that intention. And again, it is told in the Sumerian text that kingship, and priesthood, those that would rule over the physical and the spiritual, that those were brought down from heaven. They came from the gods. So it came from somewhere outside of us. Now, at the moment, and here is, you can think about this as on the level of energy and vibration, or in the physical, and they are the same. One is a picture of the other. So on the level of energy and vibration, the thought is the vibration, and your emotional energy is the energy, and the two must come together to create this wave that interacts with the all. So something greater than just one part. It takes something greater than just one part. They must come together. So that's on the energy and vibration, and in the physical thought and emotion. So, right, so, and at the moment in the physical, our thought is with viruses. Viruses have been brought to our attention, very much so. And again, there's something we're being shown that we must think about. Not just react to it as what's happening now, but what is the higher meaning of it. And a virus, RNA virus, is a strand of unconfirmed information. It is just one strand of information that is trying to replicate itself. And for the most part, our bodies are fighting it. Yeah, so that there's an understanding, maybe you can see it as an understanding that our body is fighting, tries to get rid of, because it doesn't serve us. It is wrong for us. But, and here's the picture again, and that is that our DNA actually contains viral DNA. So at some point, our bodies have incorporated, confirmed, made part of us, a virus. Why? Because it would serve us. It serves life. It makes us into something, I don't know, bigger, more resilient, whatever. It served us. So, and then when God breathed his will into us, that was the will for dominion, we have incorporated that. That is part of our DNA now. So he is a part of us, that intention is a part of us. Now I saw a meme this morning, which was very much what I was thinking. And that was, it said a shaman was asked, what is poison? And he said, poison is anything that you have too much of. Yeah? So imbalance. It is in you for more than would serve. And actually the shaman said it can be anything. It can be greed, it can be, anything like that. Greed, lust, all of those things. It's an imbalance, too much of it. Doesn't say you shouldn't have it at all, but you have too much of it. If you have too little of it, you have lack. Yeah, your body is lacking something, but too much is poison. So there you need to have the right amount. And this whole thing is an understanding of ourselves. So to what amount? We have incorporated this virus, this idea, this thought. We've made it a reality. It is now a reality because it is inside of us and it is reflecting out of us, creating a reality. But to what amount should it be in us to actually serve us and not become a poison? Now, and here's a thought. If this, what is happening at the moment, is actually showing us ourselves, that it is showing us the individual. There was a thought I was going through my head, and that was Bruce Lipton saying that in every cell, every cell has in it the function of the entire body. So every little cell reflects the whole. It's like the holographic thing, the whole picture is in the smallest part. So if we've now created, once we have now incorporated that virus, and it has now created a world. So if the cell reflects the entirety of the body, could you then say that the entirety of humanity is reflecting just what is inside one person? So humanity becomes the body becomes the cell. And then it shows us to what amount it should actually be in us, or is in us, every one of us. Because if you ask, to what amount is this will to have dominion in the body of humanity? And now we're talking pure. They have become purely that intention. As I said, what is at the top is pure. You have those that serve that intention, and in them there is impurity. Because that they serve that intention because it would give to them what would feed their greed, their lust, their vanity, and all of those other things. So, but at the top, in the capstone, that intention is pure. So if the whole of humanity is a reflection of a person, then to how much is that intention in us? 1%. It should make up 1% of us. And it is only when each part becomes balanced in the right way that the entire picture will become the true picture. But then we must know what we are. And I think that is what this world is showing us at the moment. What is inside of us. And that we have incorporated that thought, but it only takes up 1% of the whole of our knowing, the whole of our DNA. So then how, because we have incorporated it because it should serve us. It should serve life. So when and how can it serve? And then you have the right amount. And it serves in the face of adversity. To overcome the enemy. To overcome that which comes up against you and wants to destroy you. And it is in the end your survival instinct, because at that moment you want to save yourself. You need to have dominion over that which wants to destroy you. And at that moment it serves. But it is the only time it does. It must not become all. It's like the dogs inside of you. Which dog will win? And it's not a question of winning. They should all serve you. They should not rule over you. They should serve you. But which one will? The one that you feed. And they have fed that dog. Man, have they fed that dog. Now, the last part is, of course, so if you want the thoughts coming from the intention to have dominion, and those are the sons of God, the ways to do it, and you're asking of that intention, the intention to have dominion, show me your way. If there is something you need to have dominion over at this moment in time, because it is destroying your life, so you must defeat it. But then in order to actually work, let's say, a miracle, that thought must attach itself to an emotion. So the way must attach itself to an emotion, to an energy. And then compassion. That's what Jesus showed us. Compassion is the strongest energy with which you can ask. So how can you put the thought to have dominion over onto the energy of compassion? Because that is what you must do. And it is not take that thought to go up against, but ask for a way out of compassion for all of those that are affected by what is coming up against them. Not to defeat the enemy, but to give to those that are in danger, that are in need, out of compassion for them. And then you are using that thought in the correct way. You attach it to the correct energy. And then it will serve you. I'm sure of that. So that is asking in the correct way and making the intention serve you. And when you do that, if the overriding intention is all shall be saved, so that intention rules over the intention to have dominion. The intention to have dominion should send its sons in order to serve the intention all shall be saved. The pantheon of gods, stacking it in the right way. And it can only do that if it is put on compassion, asked out of wanting to save those that are in adversity, not go up against that which causes adversity. And again, there's the capstone. The capstone is only vibration. It is only thought. It has detached itself from the emotions. So, and as I said, thought is a female. It creates forms, but it cannot create miracles, because that will only happen when the two come together. That is why they can create machinery and everything else that will serve their intention, but they cannot work miracles. And we're coming to a point where we must work miracles, and then we must understand how to ask in the correct way. We must see the parts inside of us, and we must see what part would serve us at what time. And I said this part should only be 1% of our thoughts. And it should be incorporated with the thought of saving. It cannot rule over, it cannot be all. The only way we get out of this is by being the fullness out of ourselves, without judging one part or another and have them at war with each other. you know, the world is going around to hell around us and we're fighting with ourselves, that's not going to help. So there you go, that's what I wanted to speak about today. How to use what we have incorporated into ourselves, and it is now a part of us, but how to use that part correctly. And that is the understanding out of yourself, out of which you will ask. And we're always asking of the all. Our thoughts and emotions are always asking, and we're always receiving. But it will help us to ask the correct thing, so we are receiving the correct thing. That which will give to life. That which will give to all. Anyway, I leave it at that for today, and I'll talk to you again soon. Bye.